Joe Hopkins here, and today I'm reading something. I haven't read lyrics in a while, and I decided to read some Led Zeppelin lyrics. You can see I got my Led Zeppelin poster here. And here's the thing. Before I read, I'm reading Stairway to Heaven. And for any of you folks, I'm sure there are some of you that aren't really familiar with the song because younger people, I don't know, maybe you don't know it. I think most of you do, but if you don't, it's worth listening to. And there's a reason. It is an immensely weird song, right? I'm going to read the lyrics. I think it's interesting to read these lyrics because they are really strange lyrics. They're really strange, really artistic, really cool, very fantasy-ish. But the whole song is very, very strange, right? When you really think about it. It's like 8 minutes long. It has like, 7 verses, no real chorus. This epic sounding bridge going into a minute-long guitar solo with almost a minute and a half at the end of coda, just at the end. It's a really weird song. I mean, the fact that it starts out with a 4-piece recorder part along with acoustic guitar. Very strange song. It's played in like this medieval style with these really fanciful poetic lyrics that make almost no sense. It's an amazing song. And I just watched a Rick Beato video about if it would make it today, if it would, how it would do if somebody put that out today. And I think that's a little bit of an unfair question because the truth is, Led Zeppelin were pretty unsure of how it would do when they put it out. I mean, it was not released as a single. They seemed pretty unsure about it then. That's not the kind of thing that did well at the time, much less today. I mean, I think it only did that well because it was Led Zeppelin that put it out. They were one of the biggest acts in the world at the time. It's like, I think that's why it got listened to. It's like, would Stairway to Heaven be given a chance now? Well, yeah, if Taylor Swift put it out, then people would at least give it a shot. But, yeah, Stairway to Heaven, very strange song. And I'm going to read the lyrics because even if you're familiar with the song, it's a little hard to understand Robert Plant at times. So, here we go. There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word, she can get what she came for. Ooh, ooh, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause sometimes words have 2 meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. Yeah, that's some deep, weird stuff right there, okay? There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. Now that verse there really shows that Robert Plant read a lot of J.R. Tolkien. Honestly, you can kind of get that idea there. All right? And it's whispered that soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason. And a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forests will echo with laughter. And of course, in the live version, anybody remember laughter? Yeah, you know the part. Yeah, if you know it. If you're a kid, you might not. Oh yeah, and it makes me wonder. It makes me wonder, right? What kind of drugs were they on? And where can I get some? If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed now. It's just a spring clean for the May Queen. Yes, there are 2 paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. Your head is humming and it won't go, in case you don't know. The piper's calling you to join him. Dear lady, can you hear the wind blow? And did you know your stairway lies on the whispering wind? Yeah. And then we get that bridge. and an amazing minute-long guitar solo. And then they come in with, and as we wind on down the road, our shadows taller than our soul, there walks a lady we all know, who shines white light and wants to show how everything still turns to gold. And if you listen very hard, the tune will come to you at last, when all is one and one is all, to be a rock and not to roll. Oh yeah, and she's buying a Stairway to Heaven. What's really strange about that is the song Stairway to Heaven only uses the words Stairway to Heaven on the second line and the last line, right at the beginning and right at the end, right? An amazing song. Those are incredibly strange lyrics, but I love them. I love them. And to be honest with you, for the longest time, I didn't know half of those lyrics until I actually did look it up. Because it is really weird and you have trouble understanding Robert Plant at times, like with a lot of rock singers. So I hope that was informative and you learned a thing or two about what he's actually singing. And you probably agree with me that that is some really weird stuff, but really cool, right? If you haven't really heard the song, listen to it. If you know it, but you haven't listened to it closely, put on headphones and really listen to it. It's a great song. And I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? I love you guys, right? Peace out, baby. Bye-bye.